All right, this is April 28th. Pre-calc class period 7.
Yeah! Make some noise!
Everyone in the class has been informed that they are being recorded.
That's me!
Does anybody have any objections? Would like to say anything before? Go, say something, Amandeep.
Hi YouTube, this is Amandeep. I'm light skinned. I'm light skinned.
Alright, that's all. I'm moving on.
Turner. She's hot. Oh.
Alright.
Can I get a bagel now?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, this little thing down here moving tells me that they can hear me. Alright, here we go.
Wait, Jake, you want to come with me?
State all of the values of t for which the cosine of t is 1. Now, when we did this with sine last week, I provided the graphs for you. Okay, and I told you the graphs would not be provided on a quiz or a test. You're going to have to be able to generate your own graphs to help you answer the question. So I'm just going to very quickly, based on what I've already told you, graph cosine between negative 2 pi and 2 pi. And you guys already have this in your notes. But again, when you take your test, you're not going to have your notebooks in front of you. So I'm warning you, you're going to have to be able to generate these graphs quickly by yourself. Alright, so I know that I've got a maximum at 1, a 0 at pi over 2, minimum, 0, maximum, 0, minimum, 0, maximum. Alright, now looking at this, can you just verbally state for me right now, where are all the 1s? Where are all the y values of 1? Where's the first one? Remember we did this, we stated the first one and then the arithmetic difference?
0.
At 0. Okay, so we've got our first one occurs at 0, and that's my use of 1. What is the common difference between all of the 1s? Somebody said it, say it again. 2 pi. Okay, so I'm going to write my arithmetic sequence as 0 plus or minus 2 pi k, which is equal to just plus and minus 2 pi k. Okay. Can I move on?
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 second to write this down. Okay. So now the question is, state all of the values for which cosine t equals 0. I think I'm going to go back to my previous page and see if I can just copy this. Copy. No. Alright, pause the video while I figure this out. Alright, so what I just did was I went back to the previous page and I copied the graph that I drew when I was finding the values for cosine of t equals 1. You're using the same graph to answer these questions and you have to be able to generate that graph yourselves. So now, where are all the zeros is the question. Alright, so let's start by getting the closest positive 1 to the origin. What's the first 0? Pi over 2. So my use of 1 is pi over 2. What's the common difference between the zeros? It's not 2 pi. The zeros happen twice in every cycle. Okay? So the zeros happen at pi, every pi. That's right. Pi over 2. The difference between pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2 is pi. Okay? So the common difference is pi. All right, so I'm ready to write my arithmetic sequence. I've got pi over 2 plus or minus pi k. All right, so we've seen what a maximum looks like, which only occurs every 2 pi. We've seen what zeros look like that occur twice in every cycle. And so now, just like with sine, we're going to look at one that's going to happen twice every cycle, but not with a common difference. So you're going to have to write the, you're going to have to write 2 arithmetic sequences. All right? I'm going to see if I can paste my graph again. There it is. How beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at where we're at about -1/2. About here, 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 and here. All right, so we've got one somewhere between pi over 2 and pi. All right, so first of all, I need someone to get out a trig card for me. Xavier has a trig card. Xavier.
Shout out.
There's my shout out to Xavier. Xavier, in which 2 quadrants is cosine negative?
Wait, is this live?
It is.
What kind of question? Bro, we're on TV.
2 and 3.
It's in quadrants 2 and 3. Okay.
Live stream. We feel like mad
And
people.
Dan X is like, yeah, you already know. You see the money.
All right, shh.
Sorry.
Now we're going to find the reference angle. Xavier, what's the reference angle where cosine is 1/2?
60 degrees.
All right, give me it in radians, please. Pi over 3. So we've got a reference angle of pi over 3, and those are going to be this one and this one. Okay, that's my quadrant 2 and my quadrant 3 angle, and then I'm going to write 2 arithmetic sequences with a common difference of 2 pi. All right, so this angle right here, how do I find that angle?
Subtract pi.
Subtract from pi, very nice. So theta is equal to pi subtract pi over 3. Okay, that would be 2 pi over 3. All right, so that arithmetic sequence is going to be 2 pi over 3 plus or minus 2 pi k. How am I going to find the quadrant 3 angle?
Subtract.
Do not subtract.
Yeah.
Multiply.
No. Add. Add to pi. So this is going, remember pi is here, so it's going pi and then pi over 3 more. Okay? So my second angle, my quadrant 3 angle, that's this one here, is going to be pi plus pi over 3, which is equal to 4 pi over 3. Okay. So my second arithmetic sequence is 4 pi over 3 plus or minus 2 pi k. That's your answer. Both of them. Every cycle, you've got,
I need more practice.
you'll get it in the homework. I think I'm not going to give it to you for a couple of days yet. Okay, because I still want to do tangent.
That's cool.
All right, so I'm stopping my